Today I want to talk about the knee lifter that comes with the Janome CM17. Hi, I'm Kim Jamieson Hurst of Chatterbox Quilts, and I have the Janome CM17 with me today, and I want to talk about how you can use a knee lifter for various functions on this machine, primarily for lifting the presser foot. So this is what the knee lifter looks like, and it comes with different models as well. And I want to point out a few things to you. First off, you can see that there's a screw here on this accessory, and you can use your screwdriver that came with your machine to make some adjustments to this should you need to do that. So the screwdriver would just go in the center part of the screw as usual. You would undo it, and then you're able to move this, and what it does is it adjusts the angle of the knee lifter bit. So if you're finding it's not very comfortable for you, that might be something you want to try. Okay, on this particular machine, as you know, we have these little wings at the front and the back, and no, it's not going to fly, but it gives you extra room and storage room, because this of course lifts off and there's storage inside there. But what you'll also notice is that there's a hole in the front one, and the reason there's a hole is so you can put the knee lifter in, right? Now, it always takes me a little bit to get this in, so if you struggle with it, you're not alone, but it will fit in. So you put it in, and it's going to go in just a tad of an angle, and you should be able to feel inside there. There we go. And I'm going to push it in. Now, I like to put my hand in the back and then just give it a little bit of a push, and it just goes in a little bit extra space there. How I can tell it's attached is by moving it. So typically I'd be sitting facing the machine, and I would have my knee here pressing against it. When I press against it, the pressure foot goes up. So there are different ways that you can raise the pressure foot on this machine. The one that I like to use most often is the pressure foot icon here. This is an automatic feature that when you press it, the pressure foot goes up. Press it again, the pressure foot goes down. You can also set the machine to automatically have the pressure foot raise when you stop stitching, and that is over here on the screen. There's just this icon that you would press, it turns blue, press again, it goes off. So you can do that as well. But you can also use the knee lifter, of course. So when you press the knee lifter, you can get the pressure foot to come up. And you'll notice, hopefully you can see, that the pressure foot is a little bit higher than when I just used the icon, okay? Or if your pressure foot is already up, you can get that little bit of extra height by using your knee lifter here, all right? So there are times where you may need to lift that pressure foot just a little higher to get things underneath the pressure foot. The knee lifter is great for that. So that's how you would traditionally use the knee lifter, but you can use it for another purpose on the Janome CM17, and that is when you're in the variable zigzag mode. So that's a totally different mode on the machine. You use it when you're doing thread painting. It's a whole other video to get into, so I'm not going to get into that, but just to let you know that when you're in that variable zigzag mode, your machine, your stitching can go back and forth by the use of the knee lifter. So in that particular case, when I move my knee lifter out, what it does is it changes the width of the stitches. It will go to a zigzag stitch, and depending on how far out I push the knee lifter, that will determine how wide those stitches go. So as I say, that's a whole other subject, a little more than we can cover in this particular video. But for the most part, the knee lifter that comes with the machine is great for lifting up your pressure foot and giving you that extra lift should you need it. It's also super handy when you're doing applique and finishing the edges on, say, raw edge applique. You can, you stop sometimes because you need to turn your fabric a little more to get those really nice even stitches going along, especially if it's a zigzag stitch or a satin stitch, which is really a close zigzag stitch. So using the knee lifter when you stop and you want to lift that pressure foot to just turn a bit, the knee lifter can be used for that as well if you prefer. Before I leave you today, I just wanted to bring your attention to an icon you'll see below the video, and that is a heart with a $sign in it. And that's your opportunity to support the Chatterbox Quilts YouTube channel. It helps me to buy the notions, accessories, and fabric that I use when I am demonstrating for you in these free videos. So if you would like to support the channel, you can do so for as little as $2, and I do appreciate your support. Thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you're wanting to have more information on the Janome CM17, don't worry, I've got more information for you. Check out this video I've included just for you for all the information you need. For more helpful quilting information, please go to my website at www.chatterboxquilts.com.